All right, we're here at the University of Scranton, fresh off of the first round win for the University of Scranton Lady Royals, 69-49 over New England College. We have Coach Trevor Woodruff, Taylor Rodriguez, and Makenzie Mason. Coach Woodruff, if you want to get us started, coming off a conference championship, getting the team tuned up for a first round NCAA tournament game. New England gave you a good fight out of the gate, and how'd you rebound from that?
Yeah, I think give them a lot of credit. I thought they played very well in the first half. You're never really sure what you're going to get in this kind of game where there's a complete lack of familiarity. We knew, obviously, by the tape from the film that they were a very different style than us. So we thought that would be a challenge. We were concerned with their ability to just create one-on-one and isolation situations and make guarded shots, let alone open shots. So we were very concerned going in with their ability to do those things, and in the first half they did. I thought in the second half the shots were a little more difficult, and really I thought our offense was better in the second half, which helped our defense.
Now you turn around quickly and face Johns Hopkins fresh off their win. Your thoughts on them?
Well, they're an elite team. I mean, everybody saw it tonight. If you can find a flaw, let me know, because I don't see a whole lot. They've got good balance inside now. Veteran, 4 seniors in the starting lineup. Tremendous guard play, which is key this time of year. So there's not a whole lot of challenges for them in terms of where do they go. They can go to anybody. So we're going to have to play our best to beat them.
Scott, Larry, you guys have questions?
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, Trevor, you mentioned first half, obviously they made some shots. In the second half, you made it a little more difficult. What were some of the things you guys did, or some of the adjustments that you made to make it a little more difficult?
On defense?
On defense, yeah.
Well, we really just wanted to try to limit Hudson's touches. Once she gets it, even if you play great defense, she can still make the shot. So the key for us was to limit opportunities. That's what we had talked about the last few days. We just re-emphasized it. I was pretty happy at halftime. She had 9 points on 10 shots. That's pretty good. I mean, if you take that many shots and only have 9, I think you've done a decent job on a player like that. So, again, I'll reiterate, I thought our offense really helped our defense in the second half. We started to make some baskets, allowed us to get set. I thought we loosened up. Once a couple of the shots went through the basket, we just seemed to loosen up a little bit, and that helped our defense.
It looked like you had Emily on Hudson a lot in the second. I know there was once or twice that Lily was on her, but it looked like that Emily was on her. Was there anything? Obviously, she held her full points in the in the second half.
Yeah.
Clearly, why she was named Defensive Player of the Year in the conference.
Yeah, well, she's our best pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Against somebody like that, she's the best we've got. And Lily's another elite level on-ball defender. So we had 2 good options. We thought in switch situations we'd like those 2 switching. Maybe not so much with others, but it's certainly a team effort to guard somebody like that. Emily was the tip of the spear, so to speak, but we had a lot of people behind her, and if you don't, she can make one person look silly if they don't have some help behind them.
Taylor, just talk a little bit. I think it was 4-4. Both teams were struggling offensively, and this has been the first quarter. And Coach put you, Hannah, and Danielle in the game. And you come out. You guys hit 4 straight shots. You hit a 3, and you scored on a fast break. And Danielle had a shot. And just talk about maybe that sequence of what you were trying to do when you when you were able to get in the game at that point.
Well, we were struggling clearly, and sometimes we just can't leave it up to the older players to take control, because they obviously need help sometimes. We can't just leave it on them. So the younger ones sometimes help them out. Thank you.
And then in the third quarter too, that stretch where you guys really broke the game open, you hit a couple of threes. Again, maybe just talk about that a little, just confidence, in your shot and the way you were playing, that kind of thing.
Well,
I think Bridget fed one. It was in the corner, the opposite of your bench, for one of them, and I think there was another one that might have been on the corner in front of the bench.
Well, when they make that kind of play, they rely on me to make the shot. So try my best.
Shoot or shoot.
Yep, shoot or shoot.
Trevor, can you talk about that point where maybe you inserted those three into into the lineup to maybe kind of inject the offense, get a little young life, or it looked like it was a little. I know Danielle isn't small, but a little smaller lineup to go against them.
Well, it really is just the rotation we've used, for the better part of the season. We've relied on them the entire time, and for the most part, they've come through in most situations. So we have a lot of confidence in their ability to not just go in and hold down the fort, but to change the flow of the game at times. And tonight was a good example of that. We're fortunate. We've got a lot of good players. And to be able to sub and in some ways get even better in certain parts of the game, I think is one of the reasons we're a good basketball team. So, tonight it was Taylor and Hannah was, exceptional, and Danielle did a heck of a job, the entire bench. So you can't do a whole lot in a tournament like this if you've only got 2 or 3 kids that can do anything. You need more. We're fortunate to have them, and tonight we needed them, and they came through.
Makenzie, can you talk a little bit about, you were kind of carrying the bulk of the offense a little bit. The inside game was struggling a little bit early on. Any particular reason? And it seemed like you and Sophia kind of in that second quarter started to get going a little bit more in the inside.
Well, obviously we always lean on the inside game, the high-low game, and it obviously wasn't here tonight. I think Soph was just having a little off night. So it was nice. We were running certain plays that, for me inside, and it worked out well. And I think some of the girls had a little bit of issues guarding-wise, but I think what really helped was the second half. We came out better offensively, and rebounding-wise, I think we killed them on the offensive boards. I feel, but I just think we were hitting our shots a lot more second half. We didn't have a huge post game tonight, so yeah.
Did it help when it comes out and to start the second half? You have the opening possession and Bridget hits a 3. We're kind of okay, all is well now, and then you scored the next 5 points, and that kind of got you guys going. Was that maybe the mood a little bit?
I think it was definitely a game changer in the game, a momentum builder. I was joking with her because I was going to take the shot, and then she called it, and I passed it over, and she made it. I'm like, thank you for making that. I'm pleased you made it. But no, I think she definitely got her shots up tonight, which was good to have her back. But I think that was definitely a momentum change. We were just killing them offensively today. Hannah was driving it full court, crossed the one girl up, got the other one. It was exciting.
Did it take you guys, for both of you guys, did it take you guys a little bit, Coach talked a little about the unfamiliarity. Did it take you guys a quarter and a half, or a half just to kind of, okay, this is what this game is about, now we go to work, now we know we need to expect that, and now we know what to do?
Well, we talked about before the game with this team, we're not as familiar with playing with athletic players like that, who the 2 guards were basically running the show and pulling up shots. So we knew coming into the game we were going to have to get on their guards. Their posts weren't that strong, so we just knew that we got to play our game. We need to rebound, we need to help defense, and we need to score. So.
What if they read the paper tomorrow?
I hope not.
Well, if New England reads the paper, that's no problem. So,
I hope not.
I hope they read the paper means they're buying a subscription and paying my salary. So, no. So, Taylor, anything to add to that? Nope. Thoughts on tomorrow night? Obviously, at this point, it's survive in advance. That cliche. What about your thoughts on playing John Hopkins tomorrow in the second round?
Well, we watched them earlier when they played at 5, and I think our team can handle them. I think our guards could guard them, and I think Soph and Mason and our posts can do their job against them. Got it.
Mason?
Watching them play zone today, I know a lot of the Eastern Connecticut could not penetrate into the middle, so that might be a little bit of issue. But I think our zone offense will be good. But they really stuck to that zone offense, and I think our guards can really hang tight with their guards, and I think we'll be good. I think it'll be a tough game.
You've not seen a lot of zone this year.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't played a lot of zone. That was not their normal defense. I think that was a scouting report decision on their part that worked out. I've probably watched 20 of their games, and there's a handful of zone possessions in there, but they've been a man-to-man team. So. We'll be ready for both. Obviously, at this point in the year, you've seen pretty much everything you're going to see, but that was a little bit surprising to see them come out
for that long and for that long.
But it was
the
effective. They're good at it. They could play any defense and be good because they have good players and good coaching. But we'll have to be ready for both. I don't know if we'll see 40 minutes of zone. We may see some of both.
Any final thoughts here as we wrap this up?
Well, I'm excited to get another game with this group. There's been a lot of talk and chatter about 4 in a row, but it's really just 1 in a row for these kids. It's their year, and I want to be as good as possible for them, because you only get 1 shot with each individual team, and so as long as we can keep going, keep winning, great group to be around, and it's good. It's fun to show up to the gym, and I'm looking forward to going to. I hate to use the battle cliche, but I look forward to the game tomorrow.
Great. Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.